Jai Mata Di guys. Today I am going to carry out main engine scavenge inspection. This is an enclosed space. Enclosed space हर वो एरिया as per our company जहाँ पर जिसकी स्पेस 1 मीटर क्यूब से कम है, which is not lighted properly, ventilation is not proper, तो वहाँ पर हम लोग enclosed space entry permit ना enter करते हैं. That is why see I am entering inside with a special gas meter. Okay, now let us see how it goes. Today I am doing, which is one of the most important part on board ship, that is inspecting my main engine. I am going to carry out a scavenge inspection today. This is the complete scavenge manifold that you can see, guys. See, scavenge manifold. This is where the air comes. You can see over. This is a thermometer area. Thermometer. From here, this is a sensor fitted which senses the temperature of scavenge air inside the scavenge air manifold. This scavenge air manifold connects the air coming from the air cooler to going inside the engine. This is unit number 1. This is unit number 2. This is unit number 3. Unit 4. Unit 5. Unit 6. So what happens, guys, gentlemen? Air from the turbocharger goes into the air cooler, and from the air cooler it goes and comes to the scavenge air manifold. When it comes to the scavenge air manifold, it comes through these non-return flaps provided out here. Please show. Guys, these are the, okay, when I come inside, these are the non-return valve fitted over here, you see. Just hold on, guys. Okay, now let me show you inside. This is the place from where air comes in. This is the air cooler region. The down that you can see is the polypropylene blades from where air comes in. Air cooler ke through it comes over in this region, and then through these non-return flaps, these flaps open and air comes in, scavenger comes in into this manifold. There is this separate section provided out here. This is for blower flaps. Out here you can see main engine auxiliary blower inside out here. Yes, this is main engine auxiliary blower. So air comes in through main engine auxiliary blower when initially the engine is running and turbocharger is not developing enough pressure. Let me take you through the round. See, number 3 unit. Are your promotions slow? Not getting the respect that you deserve on board ship? If you are a marine engineer who is looking for faster promotions and earning respect on ship, then don't worry, Merchant Navy Decoded has your back. Introducing excellence packages for every rank now. You want to learn about purifiers, compressors, electronics, automation, MEGI engines, MNDFLIX, ME engines. Don't worry, we are there. Learn anytime, online, offline, whether you are on land or on board ship. Engineers who invest on upgrading themselves, they lead. What are you waiting for? Go to the description box and you will find different ranks, different excellence packages. Start investing now. Jai Mata Di. This is number 4 unit. See guys, we mark, because when we do scavenge inspection, each and every unit has to be marked. These are the scavenge ports. This is the liner you can see. Down below, this is the stuffing box. Okay, so this is your manifold region. Okay, now we clean this area completely. This is dirty initially when we enter inside, and we have to clean this area completely. The scavenge manifold has been cleaned, and now I am going to carry out inspection of one of the units. Okay, now before carrying out main engine scavenge inspection, this is the turning gear button you can see over here. Turning gear. When I turn this, forward and rewind. The engine turns, and accordingly I can inspect the complete piston rod, scavenge ports, my liner, even exhaust valve ka lower part, along with the complete piston crown, piston rings, etc., which we are going to do. Before carrying out scavenge inspection, we have to make sure that we carry clothes, we have a good torch, we have a hammer, we have a wooden piece to see whether our piston rings are free or not. I'll show you guys. And we need to have a screwdriver as well. Apart from that, few clothes which are very important. Now guys, this is the latest thing that we have got. Clear दिख रहा है? This is, you can see, a vernier caliper through which we can measure the butt clearance. कि टॉप पिस्टन रिंग का जो बट है उसके बीच में कितना गैप है, विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी कैन ऑल्सो मेजर कि जो हमारा क्लियरेंसेज हैं, पिस्टन क्लियरेंस बिटवीन द पिस्टन रिंग एंड द ग्रूव कितना है, वी मेजर विद दिस. सो गाइज वी विल सी दैट. नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट. ओके, दिखाता है बोलिए. नाउ ओके, आ जाओ. Now I will start rotating the turning here. Okay. Now you'll see guys, I am rotating. And see carefully guys. Okay, यहाँ पता नहीं चलेगा. Okay, over here. Can you see? You can see that the piston rod is coming down. This piston rod out here, this is the piston rod guys. This needs to be in clean condition. If it is corrosive or you can see any marks, that means something is wrong with the piston rod. These are the stuff. This is the stuffing box section that you can see over here. ये देखो, these are the scraper rings. तो जो भी oil यहाँ पर लगता है, it gets scraped. So your crankcase oil which is down below this section and your cylinder oil which is coming over in this region does not get mixed. This whole complete area is for cylinder oil. Cylinder oil does not go down below into the crankcase. इससे नीचे section is for crankcase guys. Copy it? So we have to see whether these bolts are okay or not. We have to see whether the spring is okay or not. We have to see whether this piston rod is in good condition or not. Now let's go forward. Now these are the scavenge ports you can see over here. This is the cylinder liner. Now let us go down. Now your piston rod is moving. You can see the complete movement of the piston rod, and you have to see that the piston rod is not corrosive at all. Very important. There are no marks, no scratch marks, nothing. Now you can see this piston rod is in a very, very good condition. That means it is properly lubricated and it is being maintained properly. Now my piston rod is coming down. Now I will be very slow this time. Now my piston has just started to come. Okay. And very hot in here. मुझे पसीना भी आ रहा है. Okay guys. Now see. Now my piston has started coming down. I hope you guys can see. See very carefully guys. Okay. Now you can see these bolts over here. These bolts, and these are all in tight condition. Are all in very tight condition with this wire which keeps them holding in locking position, you can see. So we have to ensure and see that all these bolts, all these bolts are in taut condition. Okay, they are all good, they are all fine. Okay, these outermost bolts hold the skirt with the crown, and these innermost bolt, the bigger one, hold the piston rod with the crown. Okay, now we go further down. skirt, guys. Gentlemen, this area is the piston skirt. Okay, we move further down, and now you can see the piston rings and the piston crown area. Okay, now we have to. This is the most crucial part to look at. This is number 1 piston ring. This is number 2 piston ring. This is number 3 piston ring, and this is number 4 piston ring. The area in between number 1 and number 2, number 2 and number 3, number 3 and number 4, these are called piston ring lands. These need to be very clean. See, they are very clean condition, very clean, very clean. If these become dirty or have carbon over here, that means your piston rings have started leaking. If this has become all carbon, it is very dirty, full with carbon, that means your number 1 piston ring has started leaking. Very, very important to know. These need to be very clean. Second thing that you have to ensure is, see, the smoothness of the piston rings. Piston rings should be very smooth. It should not be like they should have scratch marks, blurred marks, or abrasive material ki kuch something has been rubbing against it. So these are in very, very good condition. You can see, very, very good condition. That means my piston rings are very fine. Not just that, I have to also ensure that my piston ring movement. See, piston rings are moving inside the grooves of the piston crown over here. So this movement is very important. Now be very careful and see over here, guys. We move the piston up and down, and we see the movement. Now see topmost piston ring very carefully. You will see that this piston ring is moving up. There is a slight clearance. This ensures that my piston ring is free. Second thing is I have to ensure that the movement is fine. How I do that? I take a hammer, I take this tool, I put it over there, and you can see that the piston ring is moving. Second ring, there is a springing action coming. There is a springing action, guys. This means that my piston rings are free. This comes with experience, guys. When you are hitting it with this one, this piston ring goes in and comes out. This springing action you can feel yourself with experience, and your piston ring will start slightly moving inside. That means your piston rings are completely free inside the groove, and it is very, very important. If your piston rings are getting stuck inside the groove because of excessive carbonaceous deposits, then chances of them failing or breaking are very, very important. By hammering like this, we also see whether the piston rings are broken or not. Because in case if piston rings are broken, they will never come out. They will get it stuck inside. So this means my piston rings are in okay condition, even my fuel was in good condition, and my lubrication is also fine. Second thing now comes is, these are called piston ring lands, these areas. Now the area above the topmost piston ring, this area is called piston top land. This is called piston top land. Now guys, see very carefully. This is the crown region where your whole combustion is taking place. All your gases are coming up till over here. Full pressure, that is the peak pressure, is acting up till this region, up till the topmost piston ring. It is the topmost piston ring which takes all the pressure out here, right guys? Now, this is all carbonation. You can see this is white in color also. Why this white? Because these are calcium deposits. The lube oil, the cylinder lube oil, which is also over here for lubrication, when it gets carbonized, it sometimes forms like this calcium deposits on the piston crown, which are very important for us to know. It is very important for us to check whether these okay guys, see, now over here I can clearly see that the depth is very less, but the very little calcium deposits are over. That means my lubrication is normal. Sometimes if you are doing excessive lubrication or the oil that you are using is of higher TBN than required, then this thickness is going to increase. There will be a lot of calcium deposit on the piston crown, which if increases to a greater limit can rub against the liner and cause bore polishing. You will have to read it yourselves. Now let me come down. So my crown is also in okay condition. It seems fine. Now the most important thing that I have to see is my liner condition. That is the most crucial thing. When I check my ground, guys, I see what is on the top of my ground. Sometimes on some ships you find on the top of ground some fuel oil. That means maybe your fuel walls are leaking. Sometimes you find lube oil. Maybe your exhaust valve is leaking. Sometimes you find water. Maybe your liner is leaking or your exhaust casing is leaking. So very important to see what is on the top of the ground. Like out here, I am bringing it down. Let me bring it full down. Okay, this is it. And I will show you guys. See very carefully. There is nothing on top of the crown. There is nothing. It is clear. That means my fuel walls, my exhaust wall, my liner, there are no cracks, all are working fine. Now this is the liner, guys. Now just see in the region, it is very difficult, very less space is over here. Just see in the region where my torch is moving. This black spot, these are just lube oil out here. This is lube oil, nothing abnormal. And when you see up there, you can see these are grooves in the liner. These are very, very important grooves which you find on new ships, and if liners are in very good condition, these grooves are very, very important for holding the cylinder lube oil onto the liner. If there are no grooves, with the time, then your cylinder lube oil holding capacity decreases, and in that case, it becomes dangerous for the lubrication of cylinder liner. So these grooves are very, very important. You can see over here, over here, over here. Maybe I'll go on the top like this. It's completely. Now guys, sometimes we take this camera inside and we take the photograph of the top as well, which is not possible in this case right now. Otherwise I would have easily shown you guys. Okay, not possible guys. Otherwise I would have shown you easily how the liner looks on the top. Okay guys, that's it from my side. Thank you very much. Jai Mata Di.